Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a couple of knives from Artisan Cutlery to unbox. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content, and hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people, and let everyone know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love seeing what everyone is carrying for the day. Thank you to Artisan for sending these in for us to take a look at here, and I'm excited. This is a brand new model for Artisan Cutlery. Let's dig both of them out here, so bear with me. We got a little double unboxing here to dig into, so this is exciting. Settle down, settle down. All right, so we got two pouches here. Let's get to the knife. Ooh, microfiber cloth, zippered pouch, nice packaging. So this is really cool. This is a brand new model for Artisan Cutlery, but the even cooler thing is, same exact packaging here. The even cooler thing is, this is going to be in the Artisan Cutlery affordable line. And this model right here is going to be called the Artisan Cutlery Holm. And the day that you are seeing this video is the day that these are going to be released, which should be October 8th. And not only is October 8th the release date of this model here from Artisan, but it is also a time around their 6-year anniversary. And Amazon is also having their Prime Day sales starting on the 8th. So Artisan is releasing this model, and they're having a ton of sales on Amazon. And I'm not sure about their website, but at least on this knife and on Amazon, I'll have all that stuff linked down in the description of the video for the website and for Amazon. Those links do help out the channel, and you are more than welcome to use them. So we have two different models here. One of these has a stonewash blade, and the other has a coated blade. Love that drop point. Great looking model. It's almost a traditional aesthetic. These are going to be coming in RPM 9. So we're going to be getting the Artisan Cutlery build on these, but they're not going to be the routine $150, $200. These are going to be half that. The only thing I have here is the MSRP, their recommended pricing, and that's $75. So I'm going to assume these might be $70, $65. I don't know for sure what they're going to end up being at, but I do know the MSRP is at $75. We have this really cool button lock here with dual thumb studs. And then this is going to be a cross lock here where you can push that through. That'll prevent the blade from opening up. You can unlock it, open the blade, and then lock it back up. And that'll prevent you from being able to disengage that blade with the button. Just a little added security. I don't know that it's, completely fail-proof, so to speak, but that will help any negligible discharges with that button. And that I could see that being a huge help for lefties, as they, often if we have a choke up spot, their hand is going to be over top of that button in almost all cases. So having that secondary lock there, that's a great measure from Artisan Cutlery. Now, there's going to be at least 4 different models here, and the bottom one is sporting that rose gold PVD that they've been doing, and it has a bony inlay. The top one with the stonewash blade has a G10 inlay, and I believe that's aluminum, I think, but it could be steel. Either which way, it doesn't matter. They're not very heavy. We'll double check the weights on them here in a moment, but I want to check the length on these and see what these are coming in at. We're looking at 2 7/8 of cutting edge strong, and then we'll say 3 1/4 of total edge, and then we'll call it 7 1/4 overall. So it feels like it feels a little larger than it actually is, and it must be just because of the shorter profile, and then it's a very neutral design as well. It feels a little bigger in hand than it actually is. So I think here's a pretty good lineup with the Para 3 and the Bug Out. We have a little bit more blade than the Para 3 here, and the Para 3 has a little bit larger handle. And we're going to be very close with the Bug Out. The Bug Out has just a touch more blade and a touch more on the handle, but it's going to be very close to that Bug Out size. But you can see here it's quite a bit thicker than the Para 3, or than the Bug Out is. It's a fairly, I mean, it's not extremely thick, but it's a little thicker than the Bug Out. So it's got a little bit of heft to it as well. We'll go ahead and check the weight on these individually. One is 3.05, or the rose gold, I should say. I don't know that we'll see any difference. Oh. So we're looking at 3.3 there. So there is a little weight difference there. Interesting. So we got a 0.2 difference. Not that it's a big difference or anything. It's nothing worth getting bent out of shape about. While I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and check the edges on these blades here. I love that blade shape. I like this design, period. I'm a sucker for, a traditional look, especially with these modern touches that these companies are doing. A lot of companies are kind of bringing that traditional aesthetic back and putting a lot of modern touches on it. That one is very sharp, nice and sharp. Other one here, going to be the same story. Nice and sharp. Very good. So we'll go ahead, and we haven't done it yet. Let's get our issuing stitches hank out here. And I got the Monster Party hank out for Halloween. We'll use that for the month here. And this is going to be their traditional deep carry clip here. And it's a very subtle, thin. I like this clip. It works well. Not a lot going on, but it works good and keeps everything clean. The knife is going to carry nice and deep there. And then you can either leave the lanyard or, take the lanyard off, whatever you want to do there. But if you kept that on, that gives you something to kind of grab a hold of and pull that knife out. But that's a nice touch either way that they include a lanyard with the knife. So let's get to the action department. It's really solid as far as the action goes. Nice, strong springs in there. I'm used to like Hogue knives and knives that do have 2 buttons or 2 switches, so it's not real hard for me to get used to, okay, this is the button to unlock it and this is the secondary lock. But once you figure out hand placement, that'll be easy to decipher, which one to use. But nice strong springs in both of them. I would say even this one might be a little stronger, so they'll probably vary a little. But both of them are nice and strong, and then the closing action is very good as well. Yeah, that one's a little stronger, and that could be the difference between the coating and non-coated. So that could be it, and it might not have anything to do with that. I'm not 100% sure. It could be that. I know coating does some different things to knives when it comes to action. So it could very well be that. Could be just the spring. So they will have a little bit of variance, but like I said, this one is maybe a half behind it. If this is a 7.5, this is an 8 type of a deal, right? So Not a big change at all. Nice and strong, though. That really flies out of there. I like these. Yeah. Satin hardware. And then we got black body screws, black pivot screws. So they went satin hardware here. Yeah, this is a good looking knife. And I like how, they could have easily went satin hardware here, or, they went black, and I like how they went black and kept it a very subtle color. Now, they do have two other versions, and I think one of them does have satin hardware, but it's a lighter knife. It's a lighter looking knife. This is kind of a darker aesthetic here with both of these. So I think the black hardware was a good move. The only thing really left to check is going to be that lock there. They are both nicely centered. That's chamfered off. I almost thought that was crowned, but it's chamfered off there on both sides of that blade. Nice. This is a nice looking knife all the way around. Both centered up very nicely. As far as lockup is concerned, the sharpening choil is nice too, by the way. The plunge ends way back here, so you're going to have a nice amount of sharpening life in there, I believe, at least anyway. If not, don't listen to me either way. I can get that to move a tiny bit, but nothing out of the ordinary. Same with the side to side, just a tiny bit. Nothing crazy. This one's not moving at all side to side, and it's not moving at all up and down either. All right, let's go ahead and do it. We'll bring up the stonewash feller here first. Good. 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 And like I've said many times, we're not trying to see if this will hammer a 16 penny nail into your tree out back. We're just trying to make sure that lock is not just going to nonchalantly slip off the tang, or vice versa, the tang slip off the lock. Sometimes coatings can play havoc on your lockup. We've talked about that many times. If you are ever having a lockup issue, if your blade's coated, if your liners are coated, check them out and make sure the contacts are meeting, without any coating interfering, because it is a very slippery material. But both of these are very sound, and the record still stands. Artisan and CJRB, every button lock I've ever gotten from them over the last 2 years has passed that test with flying colors. Very impressive. They do a phenomenal job. These are available while you are watching this. October the 8th, 10/8, and these will be available, and they will be having a massive sale on a bunch of their products all over Amazon. Like I said, I'll have all that linked down below. Let me know what you think of the new Artisan Cutlery Holm. I love hearing from you guys, or just let me know what you're carrying for the day. If you're new here, I release daily knife and EDC content, so make sure you are subscribed. Ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release any new content. Speaking of that, I do Monday and Saturday night live streams, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come by and hang out. You can just watch. You can just listen. You can chit-chat. It is a great time, and anyone is welcome. If you're new here, or you're ever deciding to join the live and you're new to the live, let everyone know so we can welcome you. Or like I said, you can just hang out and watch and listen, maybe learn or have some fun along the way. Thank you, all of you, for your support. Love you all. I hope you have a great day. I will catch you on the next one.